What if I told you that the biggest thing holding you back in life isn't lack of discipline, bad habits, your childhood, or your bank account? Rather, it's a picture. Specifically, the picture you hold of yourself, inside your own head. And here's the wildest part. Most people have never once questioned whether that picture is even accurate. This idea comes from a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, written by a plastic surgeon named Maxwell Maltz in 1960. The guy literally spent his career changing people's faces, and what he discovered wasn't what he expected. So Maltz is doing plastic surgeries, right? He's fixing noses, removing scars, reconstructing faces, and after most surgeries, something amazing happens. The patient's entire personality changes. They walk differently, they speak differently, they're super confident. But then there were the others. Some patients got the surgery, looked objectively better, but still nothing changed. They still acted insecure and avoided eye contact, along with sabotaging themselves. One woman who had a scar removed said, and I'm paraphrasing here, "I still feel ugly." And that broke Maltz's brain a little bit, because he realized the real issue was never the face, it was the self-image, the mental picture, the internal story a person tells about who they are. Think of it like this. Your self-image is the operating system, or the OS, running in the background of your life. Your habits, confidence, relationships, achievements, these are all just apps. And if the OS is corrupted, it doesn't really matter how good the apps are. Your self-image also sets a ceiling on what you can accomplish. Not your talent, not your intelligence. The ceiling is internal. Expand the self-image, and suddenly things that felt impossible start happening naturally. And here's the kicker. Positive thinking, affirmations, vision boards, they only work if they're consistent with your self-image. If deep down you believe you're not enough, and you're standing in front of a mirror saying I am successful, your brain is literally laughing at you. Not because affirmations are dumb, but because you're putting new software on a broken operating system. Here's where it gets interesting, and a little bit counterintuitive. You can't think your way to a new self-image. Reading about confidence or success won't necessarily make you confident or successful. Self-image purely changes through experience, not education. Maltz gives this example. Take two kids. One is taught about love, told they're loved, lectured on what love actually means, whereas the other one actually experiences it, with hugs, warmth, presence, and safety. Which kid do you think grows up healthier? The one who felt it, every single time. And the same applies to you. Your current level of confidence isn't the result of what you've learned, it's the result of what you've lived through. So how do you change it? Well, Maltz says give it at least 21 days. But here's the rule during those 21 days, and this is the part that most people ignore. Don't measure your progress, don't argue with the process, and don't wait until it feels natural. Just keep going. Keep acting like the new version of you, even if it feels fake, even if it feels completely ridiculous, especially when it feels like that. Because here's what Maltz is really saying. The discomfort of playing a new role is a process. That's not a sign it's not working. That's literally what growth feels like from the inside. Now here's the part that sounds a bit out there, but it's backed by neuroscience, so stay with me. What if you've never had many wins in life? What if your track record of success is quite thin? So how can you build confidence from nothing? Well, Maltz found the answer in a wild fact about the human brain. Your nervous system cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. Your brain, the most complex thing in the known universe, cannot tell the difference. This is why trauma from a nightmare can feel as real as trauma from real life. It's why athletes who visualize their performance improve almost as much as those who physically practice. It's why soldiers can develop PTSD from things they witnessed but didn't personally experience. The brain doesn't care if the experience was real, it files it away the same way. So what does this mean for you? It means you can manufacture a track record of success through vivid, detailed mental rehearsal. Not vague wishing, but specific, immersive imagination. You can begin to wire your brain as if you've already succeeded. And Maltz takes it further. He says that anytime you encounter new knowledge, don't just learn it, experience it, sit with it, walk through it totally in your mind, and let it become real. Because that's when it actually forms new neural pathways. that's when it actually sticks in your brain. Here's another little bonus idea from this incredible book. Maltz argues that breakthroughs in any field almost always come from outside of that field. He calls these people inputs, basically the opposite of experts. For example, Louis Pasteur, the guy who revolutionized medicine. He wasn't actually a doctor, he was a chemist. Or the Wright brothers, they figured out flight. They were bicycle mechanics. Or another one is Marie Curie. She made groundbreaking contributions to medicine with her studies in radiation. She was a physicist. What's the point here? Experts are often too close to their own assumptions. They can't see outside of the walls that they've built for themselves. But someone coming in fresh with no preconceptions, they can ask the stupid questions that turn out to actually be the right ones. So next time someone dismisses your idea because you're not qualified, remember, that might actually be your advantage. So in summary, your self-image, not your talent, not your looks or circumstances, is the main thing that actually controls your life. It sets your ceiling, it filters what's possible, and it cannot be changed just by thinking or education alone. It changes through experience, real ones, if you can get them, or imagined ones if you can't. Usually give it 21 days, don't measure or argue, just act. And remember, the version of you that you want to become, your brain doesn't know it isn't already real. So make it real.